Mr. Vampire, released by Eureka, is a movie that spawned several sequels and was directed by Stephen Lau and is kind of weird and bonkers and all kinds of strange. It's a movie I've watched twice. As I sit down to record this review, I'm still unsure how I really feel about this movie. It's all about the reburial of this elder of a rich man who is moving the bodies for better luck. It turns out that the body may in fact be a vampire ready to wreak havoc on this small town, and it's up to a priest and his 2 disciples to stop this from happening. Now, so far we're fine. The story's fairly okay. It's how we get into the direction, the comedy stylings and some of the wackier elements that really do make this movie stand out and makes me a little bit unsure about what exactly I was getting into. Now, you get these hopping vampires that jump about, we get these zombification of characters, we have this ghost story throughout the middle of it, and it's so much things thrown into this one that it was almost overwhelming on my first watch. I wasn't sure how to take things. I wasn't sure of where the characters were going. Is the story something I should be super invested in, or is that just a construct to have these wonderful set pieces? Like most kind of Asian movies I've watched, they've got these fantastic action set pieces, but they're portrayed in this kind of different way. This is the first time I've really watched anything like this kind of movie. Usually my kind of Asian movies are filled with fantastic action set pieces, and this one has them as well, but they're done in a more comedic fashion. We still get the acrobatic sensibilities, but it's a lot of props used within this as they're avoiding vampires and attacks from other things, as they're jumping out of the way, as they're trying to use items to control or hold back these possessed beings. And it's kind of funny, but also kind of awesome in the way that their acrobatic tendencies are played out, because it looks wonderful and it's really kind of exciting. You get really oddball scenes, like there's a side story with a ghost that's trying to possess one of the priest's disciples, and there is a fight scene between the priest and this ghost where there is a decapitated head attacking. It has all of these bonkers elements, but throughout it all, it has this playful sense all about it. It has thickly comedic moments. It has moments that are truly kind of horrific when you think about them. And it has these exquisite action set pieces. And it has these really broadly comedic and over-the-top performances that are very much in your face, and they lack any kind of subtlety whatsoever. And I think that's the kind of thing that made me take a back step straight away. The fact that these are so in your face, so comedic, that it made me kind of wonder what kind of movie I was getting. The hopping vampires, things are just strange for the sake of being strange. But after watching it twice, I kind of grew to like this movie. I liked the characters. The 2 disciples are particularly fun. The priest is particularly badass. The vampire is kind of gnarly looking and fun and very threatening. The action set pieces are plentiful and really enjoyable while being quite varied as well. And there's lots of them throughout the movie. Mr. Vampire is a strange oddball of a movie. One that I am struggling to really describe to you. Check out the trailers, have a look at the little bit of weirdness you get here. This isn't a movie that I fully love as yet. It's probably for me a 3 out of 5. But it's one that I'm really curious already about going back and watching again. I think it's going to be a grower. One of these movies that the more you watch it, the more you love it. That's how I think anyway. Time will tell whether I'm right on that or not. I'd love to know your thoughts on Mr. Vampire. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.